tropical leaves and their uses. Today we're going to talk about leaves of all types, what you can do with it and what I do with it. Welcome to Cebu Philippines and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you some of the different leaves that we have on the farm and what you can do with it, or what I do with it. So these leaves have many uses, and here on the farm we actually do sell them. We can sell one-on-one individual leaves, and then they take the big one and cut it off, and we get about 25 centavos for each. Not much, but if you have a few hundred of these or 1,000 of these, you get a few peso. But what they use it for, you actually cut these leaves and then use it for wrapping for food. One of the food that use this wrapping is that delicious cake called budbud, and you also have rice cakes that use this wrapping. But I like it also as decoration and for plates. So you put your plate down, you put a sheet, you cut a sheet of this banana tree, you put on the sheet, and now you have a local dish, what you can call it, local covering on your plate, and it makes for a good aesthetic view, but it also helps to clean up the plates later. And then you put rice, your vegetables, your other dishes here, and you can eat it. Super good. Other trees on the farm that is not as big as this one. Let's go and look at some of these trees. Here, look at this one. Close by the road, we have a banana again. So we have planted this banana tree almost everywhere. And if it's not planted, we just take them where they end up growing. And this place, here it's a particularly wet place, and they will grow quite good. So here you see the flower bud of the, I call it the flower bud of the banana. And when we want this one, we cut off this part to get the banana ripe. This tree has a few more weeks to grow before it will be ripe and good for eating. Let's see what more we can find. I'm not sure if you can see this, but here we have some big banana tree. So here, up here, we have some big, good bananas, and behind there we have some good one, and we have some good coming there. All of these one you can see there, maybe you can't see it, but they are square type, so we're gonna cook these banana, so they will be good filler, and maybe we will fry them, but at least cook them. If you have a big land like this, you can actually use it for agriculture purposes and for animals to eat. And you see here we have some goats. That is a good way to supplement your income, or let some family members use your land for grassing, because they will need a lot of food. So we have plenty of space here, so we let the goats go around and eat, and when they eat, the grass will grow quite good and it doesn't look so messy. Come on. This is a perfect example of a tree that many people would enjoy having in their garden, at least if they have some kind of vice, and the vice I'm talking about is smoking. If you have smoke, this tree, the lumboy tree, might be a tree that you want to look into. So you can search it up, lumboy. I say put the name here. Then what you can do with this, let's see if I can show you. For instance, what you want to do, you want to find some good leaves, much better than this one. But these leaves you will dry at home. So for instance, I find some good leaves and I take maybe 20, 30, 40 of these one, and I hang it up at home. And then what I do, I will roll them over a bottle You do roll it over the bottle like this so that they become soft and bendy. So now after they have been dried, you have rolled them. What can you do with it that I told you that if you smoke you can use it? Well, what you do, if you were a smoker, you could roll these leaves, you put the tobacco here, you roll it, and then you do not need to buy the wrapper in the store. And then and smoke like you would any other normal cigarette. But these lumboy leaves, they are said to be a better substitute than the leaf that you will buy in the store or the paper wrapping that you buy in the store. And many people have claimed that if they use the lumboy tree leaves, they will not have as much cough as they would otherwise. So some people here, they will come early in the morning or late afternoon and they look for this one. I give them away for free. So if you come here, you can just walk around here, see if you can find some lumboy leaves. Pick as many as you want. I don't charge anyone anything, but if you should charge them, and if you want to earn income from them, you bundle them up, maybe 100, maybe 25, and then you sell them in the market, maybe on a Friday, sell it for 25, I would say, maybe 5 peso, maybe 10 peso. You look at your current price in the area you live, but then you will add an extra income by having these tobacco leaf. So other people, what they claim that using this lumboy tree, if their husband have a they smoke a lot and have this awful cough, they claim that if you use these leaves instead of the paper, much of the coughing disappear. Well, I don't smoke, I don't claim that it really do work, but that's what they say. So all the leaves in your garden here in the Philippines, I can use for either myself, my friends can use them for selling, I can use them to sell, but there is so many uses for leaves that I will show you one more example before this video will end, and I will show you the example with this palm leaf. If you go closer, you can see that the palm leaf will bend like so. So they bend. So what they would do, what these palm trees can be used for, I showed you that you can cut it here, you can rip it off, and you can use these for a brush or other items that you want to make yourself. But a similar leaf as this one, I don't have it in my hand right now, but let's use this one. It's called nipa, and nipa is a palm that kind of grow up from the ground more like this. It doesn't have any nuts, but it can be mistaken for a coconut tree, so you might see it in movies or in your place, but that's nipa. So nipa is leaf that is often and mostly used for covering the roof of the house. So if you look at houses with palm decking, they do not use coconut leaf, they use nipa leaf. Nipa leaf is much better rain repellent, and it's much better to cover a big house or a big roof. And if you do it properly, you have a secure roof for a few years until you change it again. But leaves is something valuable and something that any farm can use for variety of products and things. So you don't need to discard them or just throw them away. You can do it also as we do in the background here. You see that they're just drying up. That is what we do if we're gonna burn them. But this one, the leaf, will also be good food for the goats. So let's see if this goat will have one. I think that says it all. This was an approved leaf by this goat at least. So as you see, this goat loves this, and I look at the other goats here. They're looking at this goat with envy right now. And if you look at the other trees here, the branches are not hanging down. And if they were hanging down, most likely these goats would eat them when they are close. But as you can see, we tie the goats to a short rope so they don't wander around, and we move them several times during the day. If you want to plant trees in your garden and wonder what to do with all the products, today you saw a few examples that I use in my garden, and a few of these examples I think you can use in your garden if you like. If you haven't done so already, then please subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them below, and me and you will meet again soon. Until next time, see you.